stream, and Wont who have come to stream. Anything is possible at my stream. You can do anything at my stream. The infinite is possible on my stream. The unattainable is known on my stream. Welcome to my stream. This is my stream. Welcome to my stream. Welcome. This is my stream. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my stream.
What's up, everyone? Bradley Jack Design here. Let me hit some buttons real quick. Turn on some noise canceling so I can't hear myself talk. Wonderful. Welcome to this lovely Tuesday. Great day for everyone. Obi Toppin is in the dunk contest again, so hopefully we can see him do some good dunks. Not get robbed, because he does it so easily. It's going to be a fun stream today. You know, we got Tom Brady actually retired. He retired on Saturday, but actually retired today. So we're going to do some stuff. Probably pretty simple graphic. We were going to do a Super Bowl matchup, but then I was like, wasn't feeling it. Too much clipping. Not enough of just doing things that I want to do. So we're doing that. Also got these cool stickers. Which is a pen tool being thrown in a trash can. It's an adorable trash can. So we're going to give one of those away a little bit later. And those will be available on my website probably at some point in time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I feel like selling those for a couple bucks a piece wouldn't be too bad of an idea. All right, so what I want to do is what I downloaded. So we're going to do like, let me toss this up here. You know, we're going to do like a split view, you know, kind of put his jersey on here, split jersey, who's a what's it, see how good or bad it looks. I got photos of both stadiums, figured we put both of them in the corners here, something like this, and then, I don't know, take this guy. This is like the weirdest photo of Gillette Stadium. But, you know, just kind of tuck them in the corners, and then put a whole bunch of stats, like right here. So we'll just lorem ipsum some stats, you know. We'll just use Druck Bold. Hit the default button on it, but not really. Stats. Just setting things up. Boom. There you go. How's that look? Good? Great. All right, so let's go to this photo first. Let's cut this out using the quick select. My buttons are working today, so it's a good day. So we're just going to clip this out. You guys know how I like to do that. Quick select just to get a general selection. Make sure everything's sort of selected. You know, we can kind of fix little issues, but then it's going to go into his arm. So maybe we just fix that in select and mask. Yeah, some blues there. We'll fix that in select and mask. We will get rid of this and this and this and this. Didn't really do what I wanted, but that's fine. So we're basically going to have him staring at like a big wall of his like accomplishments or something like that. I haven't really figured it out past then. Is the audio skippy? Hold on. Try it now. Oops. It sounds good on my end, but it could be some keyframing or buffering or something like that. The KBPs. All right, so let's go in here real quick and mask some of this stuff out. So the reason I like to do it this way is because you can still get sharp angles. You just follow the lines, and then they just make sharp angles like this. You know, and then you can do nice smooth angles. And I'm doing this real rough. I should have done this before. It might not be your computer. It might be my computer. It could be showing up fine on my computer, but then when it actually tries to render out, it's bad. It's kind of like the some of my critique videos where the front was just like the worst thing in the world. Skipping. Speaking of my Discord critiques, I need to get the video from the past couple weeks up for you guys. Been actually really busy with client work, which is good. But I will do that for you guys. If you want to join my Discord, I swapped out the thing. It's over here, way over there. You can join my Discord. We hang out, critiques, feedback. You can talk to other people, list jobs in there. Basically, pick at each other's brains. I'll probably give a specific Discord discount for my shop as well. I think I've got one in there usually. So you can get discounts on things like these stickers. So if I sell them for $4, you can get 20 cents off. I don't know. But, you know, it's free. And I do the weekly critique videos, which is what a lot of people draw to it, which is fun. So, Thomas Edward Brady. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady? Is that what it is? Hold on. Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. Okay, yeah. My brother is a Pats fan. Look, we already got crazy guys. Remove. So my brother's a Pats fan. Pretty much liked any team that did well in the early 2000s. Lakers, Yankees. Doesn't care about hockey, but he'd probably say he likes just the Red Wings or mainly just Steve Yzerman. He lives in Columbus now, so he probably cares about the Blue Jackets a little bit more. What have you guys been up to today? Anything fun? I bought my first NFT today. And that stuff is ridiculous. The community is more toxic than like people who collect cards. It's wild. Just the amount of butthurt people who don't get one or didn't get one. It's real bad. Gotta love client version 65 of an animation. I had some nitpicky edits come in today, but they didn't take too long. It is kind of annoying. It's just like one of those things where you think you're done with something, and then they come back with edits, and you're like, yes, I can change this one word, but I don't want to. Just take what I did, please. Okay, thank you, sir. All right, so we got this going here. I don't know why I'm focusing so much on that side. We're going to cover it up anyway with the other side of Brady. I clipped this out earlier to test to see if this would theoretically work. I just need to make it up to my standards on how it's going to look. Also, let me know in chat who you want to win the Super Bowl. You want the LA Matt Staffords or the Cincinnati Bengals? Just because we're not doing that graphic anymore. What's up, Jack? Yeah, so I've got all the static ones ready for my graded slab 3D. What's it? It's just the spinning slab is taking forever. Because I want you guys to be able to use it in Photoshop. So I have to render out all 150 frames. And I have to throw those into Photoshop and then edit every single 150 frame with the card so it turns correctly. And that takes a while. I'm halfway done. I'm 60 out of 150 done. What's up, Tyler? Let's contract this. We'll delete that. Do one of these. There we go. Okay, so this is saved. We're going to save this to my desktop. It's probably already there because I was playing around with this earlier. So let's replace these contents. What's up, Joe Johnson? Joe's going to take those. Joe likes to design cards. He'll be there. Sorry, I've got these up because I wanted to do something with the hex codes in the background. Let's turn the background back on. Oh, I guess I should paste the hex codes in first and then they'll actually do it. So, like, I wanted to have it just sort of gradiate. We'll see how different these are. Let's pick this, go like that. All right. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, you can barely tell. That's fine. That's good. Shut up and take my money. $5 from Joe Johnson. I need to turn that on. Oh, you did. You worked. Thank you, Joe Johnson. I was going to say, there should be some theoretical way for you guys to do cool things like that. What's up, Tyler? Welcome to watching live. I need to get this set up like on Twitch where you guys can have like emojis and emotes and stuff like that. I need to look into that. All right, so that's clipped out. Let's clip this out now. Select subject. See, I'm gonna need to add another spot on this screen up here that says newest donator, and then your name would be up there forever because no one has donated to this stream before. So thank you. Actually, humorously, so like I can make money off my YouTube videos, but it's like $1. So I got my information on, like, my tax information from YouTube today, and it's like a hilariously low amount of money. But I'm like, thank you. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot I was going to name my channel. I was going to name my video today something based on XQC. I can probably change it now. Let me see if I can find that tweet and change it. I'll just change it on here for now just because it'll be hilarious. Let's see if I can do this. Designer makes design of goat Tom Brady. You won't want to miss out on this amazing design time. Whoa, boy. Oh, I can't say whoa, boy. This is the stupidest thing ever. Say it. There. Now the video is excellent. I just need to start talking in cursive like Garrett has said before to me. Oops. Oh, my caps lock is on. I was like, where's my cursor? By the way, if you hit caps lock, your cursor turns into a crosshair. Just if you didn't know that, now you know. I'm gonna get so many views now, just from people walking in on YouTube. Tom Brady is here in studio. Real. Some of these streamers are just hilarious with their stream names. I don't even care about this side. I need to edit this side. And I don't even care about his arm. Man, I'm editing too much right now, to be honest. Because I just want his jersey. I just want this to be nice. Womp. Womp. Like, that's all I actually really care about. See, I got 2 more viewers after the title update. The bingo. All right. Replace contents. Well, I'm also going to give you guys like a code for discount on my new pack thing. So like, that's kind of cool. All right, so we're going to convert this to a new smart object and hide it. We're going to go to this original. I guess it didn't really matter. Okay, so we're going to mask out everything on this except for his jersey. Mainly the right side of his jersey. Just going to do this. Let's do it to here. Okay, that looks good. I don't care about that side. I think I want to put the butt back in. Just kind of like that. I don't care about this. And I don't care about his arm. Because we're going to puppet warp the hell out of this to see what it looks like. I don't know if that's his arm or his sleeve. I'll just do this to be careful. Okay, so we're going to turn this. Oh yeah, the Joe Johnson code, I think, is on there. Oh, this isn't turning this into a smart object. Hello, Piazza. You're asking, you got an offer from agency that wants to work with you. Is there a formula you used on how much you charge for a graphic? So like for me, I work with some agencies and I have set hourly rates with them, but that's based on like, they send me a lot of work, you know? So for one-off projects, you know, I work really fast. So I just in my head think, you know, how long do I think this is going to take for X amount of hours? And I don't tell them an hourly rate. I ask them what their budget is. And then if they say $400, I go, okay, I can do it within that budget or do it for $400. But I mean, you got to figure out what your hourly rate would be based on how much money you want to make in a year, you know, and how much you want to work. So if you want to make, you know, if you want to make $40,000 a year, is how much an hour? See, you can do that. So there's 52 weeks, and there's 5 days in a week. So you need to make $153 a day before taxes to make $140,000. So if there's 8 hours in a day, that's $19 an hour. So if you charge, you know, if you charge $35 an hour and you work, say, 5 hours a day for a week, you make, 5 hours a day, and then you work that 5 days a week, and you work that for 52 weeks, that's $45,000. So, you know, that's one way of thinking about it. It just depends on how much work you're going to get from them and stuff like that. So it really does depend on what you think your value is and how much work you're going to get from them as well. You know, let's do 50. So if you make $50 an hour and you work a full 8-hour day and you work 5 days a week, you know, that's $104,000 if you can get that much work. Now, I don't know what their, you know, rates are. Maybe they have some set rates or limits, so you'd have to check with them on that, but let's not completely bungle this, as Robert California would say. I mean, this doesn't look great. But we're figuring it out. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to puppet warp this back one. Puppet warp. Do not move anything at all. Stretch. I said do not move, helmet. Stretch. Stretch. There. I think that's pretty good. Let's take this now. and literally split it up the middle. So here's the thing. Like his jersey needs to be like way higher, right? Like I need to match where his hips are. So that looks like super dumb, right? So I gotta fix that. But I just gotta like move this up. Like what do I move up? You know, what do I gotta move? I think I gotta move all of this up. Like that. So then does it go there? Like where's the jersey? Like the jersey ends there, but where does the butt begin? You know? I gotta figure out where that. So I think right there, yeah, the cutoff there looks fine. Doesn't look too terrible. Then we take this guy, and we just want the back of the helmet. And I think did I scale these differently? Yeah, see how huge this is? I think that was problem number 1. I gotta scale it correctly. Okay, we'll just turn this into a smart object, and then we will. Let's group this together and actually put this in a group like this. There we go. See, it's weird because you can clearly see where this button should be, or where this circle is the same. And like where his hairline is right here. So it's like he's looking down slightly. Do we squash this down just a little bit like that and distort it? Or what do we do? You know, so we go like this. So that's where the numbers are. So I could probably leave that. And then just tweak this puppet warp a little bit to move everything up. Just a teeny bit. And just move these up a little bit. Kind of like that. So it kind of matches. We'll see how bad this looks. This is like a pseudo jersey swap, but not really. Like there's probably a better way of going about doing this, but this is what we're going to do. Oh, you would make it 80-20% is more fair to his time and accolades. That is true. That is a very valid point. I was just going to make a Patriots one because he didn't say anything specifically today about the Pats. You know, he kind of shafted him, but not really because I guess he's going to talk in Foxborough tomorrow. You do have a point. I'm not going to do that because it would just be like, you know, it would just be like, you know, I could do that. You know, is that? You know, I could probably make that work. But then the numbers don't the numbers don't match up. I'm just going to do this. Like that could look way worse than it does, right? And that's what we're here for. It could look way worse than it does. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do parts of the Bucks jersey. Oh, Verfly? Oh, cool. Cool guy. Yeah, look how jacked these numbers are. Like, what are they supposed to look like? That? Yeah, I could do certain patches of the Bucks jersey. I don't want to. I don't want to do that. We could do something else. We could do something that I've done before and know it works. All right. And it might be a little bit easier to do. So okay, I'll take this into consideration from you fine folks. Okay, this is in the right area, so that's good. I just need to like delete this layer mask and don't clip anything out stupidly. All right, so if we go like this, we can take Brady and just put Brady on the back like this with number 12, right? That we're saying we're gonna do? Like this? We'll do this. let me go in. I recently did a graphic for the AAC network. AAC network? But it was when Cam Radish got traded to the New York Knicks. So we're going to emulate what I did there. And here's what I did. I found this photo from Shutterstock. So we're going to take this photo from Shutterstock and we're going to do one of these. Boom, Shutterstock. And this is going to be the patch on the back of his jersey. It's going to look like this. Like that. Bam. Just like that. So what we do is, and somebody wanted a tutorial on how to do this, so I'm just going to show you how I did it on this. So, bingo. Bingo, bango, bongo. All right, so we take this guy. Oh, we got to move all this stuff down. Drop, 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 drop. I hate the puppet warp sometimes because it doesn't like actually want to move things. It's like, oh, you have a puppet warp on this. You're not allowed to move it. Sorry. Okay, so I want to take this crumpled piece of fabric. We're going to use a nice... We're not going to use the displacement. Gradient map. We're going to lighten it up. Like that. So we're going to take this bottom. We're just going to turn this into a smart object. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't need to puppet warp this at all anymore. There. We're going to duplicate this and put this on top. We're going to set it to multiply. So now we have, on top of this, we've got Brady's jersey with the right coloring. Now we're going to have to edit this in here, which we can do. So let me just paint this out now. So this needs to be like theoretically the inside of the jersey. So just paint around it like this, sort of haphazardly, because it doesn't matter. That's where the fold is, so that's fine. So let's take this and just like make it, oh, hold on. Do I want to make it smaller? I feel like this first Brady photo is a lot better. Let's do that. No, yeah, that's fine. Is it the AAC or the S? I said the AAC? Yeah, I knew I said the wrong thing. It sounded completely wrong in my mind. So we're going to do this. So we're going to toss another gradient map on top of this. It's just so nice. It's just the best. So this is how I do jersey swaps too with like colors, is black and white, grab some colors, grab a dark color, grab a medium color, kind of like that. See what's going on. If you look at the jersey though, there's not really any pure white, so this would really drag like all the way over. And since we're starting with white, we're going to move it over actually a lot. And then we're going to grab something, and we're probably going to give this a little bit more saturation. But you see it's still super, like what we want. So we want to do this, and then we want to do that. Except we don't want to hit that button. There we go. So this is what we're looking at. That's much better. Much better indicator of what we're looking at. So we want this to look like the jersey texture and color, which, as you can see, is definitely not the case. So we're going to have to fix that. And that's ripped there, and we can see through there. Let's actually... do that. And then we'll get rid of this. The issue is turning something white in two different colors. So actually what I'm going to do is we're going to not affect the actual color. Okay, so this is going to be easier to do. So now it's just a little too bright. So we can just drag this over to darken it up. Darken it up. Might be a little too saturated now. Make sure when you're using a gradient map, you don't have the mask selected, or else it's not going to do anything. There, we can drag that. I'm just trying to pick a color and be like, where does this color go? And then let's grab another dark color. So, you know, something like this. But let's look at this piece of fabric. So it comes down. So this actually right here is the back. And then this is the actual back again. So it'd be whatever's here. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this, which is set to multiply, right? We also need to like mask this all. We need to take this and we need to, let's just put this all in one thing and mask it like that. And then just get rid of some of the edges a little bit. Like this. Because we don't need any of this like grungy texture like on the edges. Okay, so we want to take this, duplicate it on top, set it to normal, get rid of any sort of layer mask, which is fine. We're going to actually mask it out completely. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and just select... Oh, I have the wrong thing selected. Hold on. I'm going to select just like this. I only want this little area. So this is what I want. I want this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer and I'm just going to fill this with black. So we're going to turn this on. I'm going to take, we're going to get rid of this layer. I'm going to take this, rotate it back to where it would be, because it would be like right here on the jersey. So I'm going to mask that to this. Like that. Get rid of this. And then I should be able to rotate this like so and move it down. And get it pretty much in place. You know, kind of like that. Like I think that's fine. You can see where it would cut off from there. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this layer mask and mask it again. And let's see here. And we're going to paint this gradient map back in. So we're going to paint this gradient map back in. Because we want this to be the... We're basically just going to multiply that layer we just added. And that's going to allow the whole jersey to come through like we want. So just this folded piece right here. And I didn't do this for the other one, or this, it wasn't as complicated. I'm going a little bit more in depth on how I theoretically would do this on something, like in actually using the angles. Actually kind of cool. Maybe like this, go like this. I should probably really go in and like really fine tune, like what is this area, you know? But if we're zoomed out, you're probably not going to tell. So I think it's fine. Okay. So really it's just that. So actually, I don't need to be doing it so much. I'm going to go like that. So this is the only part that really comes over. Okay, great. So we can turn this back on. We can apply the same mask to this, except invert it, except not. Oh no, that's fine. Sorry, that was my mistake. We'll go back. Okay, so we want to paint this back in, because this is going to show the back of the jersey. Like that. Turn this on, but this we want to only be this. So we'll go like that, drag it, invert it, boom. Invert it. There. Didn't work like at all. I'm going to fade this out. I just want to get rid of some of these fringes. I'm just going to use 20%. No, I'll do 50% on some of these edges. just so the white actually goes away. Okay, great. Now what we want to do is we want to paint this back in. We want to grab the, no, hold on. We want to grab I'm trying to think of how I want to do this logically. I want to grab this, but I want to subtract. I want to grab this, but I want to subtract. I want to grab this, invert the selection, and subtract this. There we go. Now if I hit delete, it's only that. Great. Perfect. Just what I wanted. So basically I was selecting one selection and then getting rid of the other selections in order to only have the back jersey selection there. And what am I doing? Okay, now we're getting rid of all this crap up here that was like, oh, you mean this? No, that's not what I meant. We'll toss this back up here like that. And then we'll add a little bit more of this right here. There. And then actually, no, this should be attached to that. So then I can have this bleed off to the side. No big deal. Okay, so there. So now his jersey looks ripped. Let's save. Now is a good time to save. Tom Brady retirement. Retirement. Okay. Awesome. What is that? Part of his jersey? Not a problem. Okay, so that is all on top of this. Okay, so we're going to make a new layer. We're going to highlight this and invert it. We're going to fill it with white. Kind of like that. Then we're going to select all of this, invert the selection, and delete it. So now we're just left with the inside. Great. Okay, so we're going to turn that into a smart object. We're going to, we'll just set the fill. Fill's fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to give this an inner shadow. Where my inner shadow stuff at? Inner shadow, let's do distance of like 8, size of 16. I usually find when you do a distance, you need to double the size. It looks kind of nice. Let's do 100% multiply and make it black and just see how intense it looks. And we're just going to set this to multiply. There. So now we have a bit of a shadow on underneath. Now we can probably go in, do a bit of a curves layer to darken up that. Maybe we do an adjustment of an exposure and do like -1. Go like that, and then invert it and just sort of paint in the sides, which is going to accentuate that shadow. That looks pretty good. So then top of all of this, I don't want to do that. Let's add a curves layer again. Curves. Kind of like that. Just invert it. And all I want to do with this is accentuate this shadow down here. Am I 100%? What am I looking at here? Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to paint under here. I don't even know who Jay Cutler is. Oh, thanks, Joe, for subscribing. And you're lucky enough that you got to have that show up. So congratulations. That is a gift in itself, is seeing Schmidt pop up and say, I don't even know who Jay Cutler is. Okay, so we've got this big exposure. That's just adding this shadow, which is fine. Now it looks dumb, so we're going to just put it in a group by itself. And we're just going to mask out a bunch of it now. The big brush. Bam. There. Maybe we set it to 30%. There. So now there's a shadow underneath, so it looks a little bit better. Honestly, good idea, chat. That looks pretty good. So I'm happy you said to do that, because that looks a lot better than I thought it would. So let's actually, as Oscar Martinez would say, whoops, just smart object this all together, and let's hit some buttons now. So there's a lot of blue in it, so I'm gonna use my blue fix action, which looks like that. I'm also then going to duplicate the original layer, take everything off, set it to color. No, we're not doing his helmet, guys. Do we have to do part of his helmet too? I didn't think that was the deal. I thought we were just doing the jersey. It's 20%. Helmets are a pain. Helmets are a complete pain to jersey swap out. I can probably figure it out. If you guys really want me to do it, I can. Yes, no. Ask. I don't think I've ever run a poll in here before, so we'll see what happens with that. You know, I hit some buttons. So we're in here. This is a little too intense. There it is. There's the poll. I'm a real streamer now because I made a poll. Okay, that looks better. We're going to go to adjustments. We're going to do a little selective color to brighten up some of the orange. Mainly, we're mainly paying attention to his skin right now. Brightening up his skin. Making it a little bit more vibrant and saturated. And we're going to go to the blues, and we're going to brighten the blues up a little bit as well. Add some more cyan to them. I think that looks pretty decent and edgy. Okay, so we got that going on. So now we've got these two stadiums down here, you know. Trying to make them the same size. Take up equal space. Let's hide him, save. We're going to go down here. Cancel. Oh, I want to mask out a lot of this. Oh God. Very confused. Okay, let's go like this. And we're gonna real choppily. Let's use actually the polygonal lasso tool. I like using this for skylines because buildings are pretty much rectangular. So I'm just gonna go like that and then like just delete crap out. Whatever. Okay. And you just gotta kind of guess what the architecture looks like. Be like, nah, it's fine. And then you should probably use like a nice round thing for this, but we're not going to. We're just gonna go like this. Hey, look, these are seats. Seats are straight, right? Perfectly straight. Then just like a nice, crazy. This isn't how it looks at all. Corner, up, over. No, we can cut that off. That's not important. We really just need. We need this part of the building, you know, the part no one cares about. And then we'll drag this up here and delete it out. Hey, look at that. Save. Hey, what's up? Blah, 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 blah. Report. Unwanted commercial content spam. Okay, so I need to do it to at least. Dang. It's pretty much the whole side to here. Oh, great. It's the whole building. Okay, so we're gonna just do this quickly. Look, it's a ramp. Look, it's a building. You can hit delete and it gets rid of the last line you put. So if you mess up, you just hit delete and go back. Just fun fact. I'm just gonna recreate what the architecture plans say for the stadium. Because this is my stadium now. What's Tom going to do? Not play? What's he going to do? Protest a game for it? My quarterback would never do that. Justin Fields is a saint. He has a dog named Uno. And everybody loves Uno. It's gonna look so bad. Like just gonna be, dang it. See, that's the issue of using the polygonal lasso tool. It's crap like that happens. You double click something on accident and it ruins everything. See, did it again. All right, let's go like this. Let's just get rid of like a lot of this. Just do like this to make me feel better. There. I mean, Andy Dalton couldn't get the Bengals to a Super Bowl. And then, a year or two with Joe Burrow, he takes them there. That's kind of interesting. Am I right? Hey, where do you guys think Jimmy Garoppolo is going to go? You think the Bucks are going to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo? Or do you think the Bucks are going to hang out with Kyle Trask? It would be ironic if Garoppolo went to the Bucks because, it's Brady's protege. Dang it. Can I add? Okay, I want to subtract this. Good sir. From my selection. Thank you. And I would like to add this and then delete. There we go. Okay, let's just, before we break anything, before I work my brain too hard. All right, what do we got going on? Go Shiesty all the way. Oh, the Niners are going to keep him another year? Okay. Are they keeping him another year to figure out a good suitor? Sorry, a good suitor for them? Is that what's happening? I saw that they were going to, basically not just completely dick him and help him find somewhere cool to go. I think they pretty much have to see what Aaron Rodgers does. And then, he can go to the Broncos or some trash team like that. Save. We gotta go over here and do the same thing. Oh, there's a helicopter. There's helicopters over this one. This is totally a 3D rendering, isn't it? Why are there two helicopters? It's weird. You think Rodgers is gonna go play for the Bucks? I did say something like that before. About how, the weather doesn't suck. He would have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin to throw to. People are thinking Aaron Rodgers is going to go to the Colts. And they're going to have enough cap space to sign Devontae Adams as well. So then the Colts are going to be dumb good. But if he went to Pittsburgh, he would be among people who probably don't care about his vaccination status as much as some cities. So he's got, there's always that. A little more blue collar. Which is just factual. It's nothing against Pittsburgh. I mean, it's the Steel City. All right, do we want the lights in there? I should really put the lights in here, but I'm not going to right now. I'll add them back in. I just really don't want to do it right now. Because we have 90 minutes. I don't know where this goes. We'll just put it like that. This is probably far enough over, I would think. This one was way easier to do. Oh, hold on. I need to invert the selection. Go like that. Oh, yeah, much easier. There. Okay, there. Boom. Both stadiums. Great. Good. We did it. Just lower this one a little bit. Is that what that is? There's a power grid right next to the stadium. All right, let's put some of these lights back in. But haphazardly. Put them in, but put them in that we not that we care that much about them. Just a little bit. Should probably use a square brush for this. So get these nice tight corners. But you know how we do it here. We have limited time. We're trying to do this in 90 minutes. It's already been 48 minutes. What did we do? We did a kind of a cool jersey thing. All right, you guys voted 67% say yes so far. It's not going to happen. I just really don't want to do it. I think I'm going to add these back in because I think it looks terrible the other way. Just from personal preference. There we go. All right. Save. Great. Yeah, Kevin. I will definitely show you what it looks like after the fact. So I'm trying to see where this is. I don't know. I'm hitting buttons. All right, we're going to end the poll. Is it going to tell me the poll results? Because that would be nice. See, I don't know where these things go. Ah, there you go. Yes and no. It's not enough yeses. So here's what we can do. I think it'd be cool if we had like a sunset behind Brady or something, setting on him and this stuff. You know. I mean, what you really want me to do would take like not a lot of time to do. I'm just lazy. You pretty much just want me to do this. Delete any layer masks on it. Go in here. Like that. Save. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Back. Where's that? Hold on. What are we looking at? Where's the correct smart object? There's too many damn smart objects. You basically just want me to go like this. Boom. Bam. Group. I mean, basically just want me to do this, right? Just do this. Mask this out. The issue is like, what is this shape? You know? How do we make this shape look not weird? You know, it's a speed helmet. Like, how do we do that shape? Because you'd have to like, you know, I could give it a crack it so then it's on the inside. That wouldn't really make much sense. It would just have to like, you know, bleed in. Like I could do it where this Patriots logo is and go like this, you know. But then like, what's the point of that? Yeah, I could do paint chips flying it. I'll leave that to Matt. I'll just let Matt be the guy who does that and make it look good. I could have it do a lot of things, but you know what we're gonna do? Not that. Because I don't want to. And I'm in charge. Cliff sunset. We're gonna have him staring off into a sunset with irrationally small stadiums in the foreground. I should really put these in like, that's what I should do. Sunset. Boom. Yeah, Matt wouldn't care. I mean, it would be, paint would be the way to go. Matt probably wouldn't care if I made it look too close to his because he loves Tom Brady. And I've talked to him plenty of times. Just like a nice sunset like this. And then I should be like, I need like rolling hills. Perfect. Just what I wanted. I really know what I'm doing right now. We're going to hide these guys for a sec. We got our sunset. We got a nice rolling hill here. I'm going to group these together and label this Brady. We're gonna hit this thing called, which actually saves this, which is fun. So this rolling hill, we want to select just this part. I don't do this as well as some other designers. Like Ethan does this really well, where and Johnny, where they like stitch these scenes together. It just looks nice whenever they do it. I haven't really done it or attempted to do that, but they just like do a chopped and screwed remix of like a field. And it looks cool. And I want to do that. I don't know how. You know, I'm assuming you just kind of do this. You know, just kind of clip things a little correctly. Kind of like this. Clip, 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 clip. Let's get this smoothed down a little bit because this is, you know, foliage. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's foliage. You know, it's let's get rid of this part. Add that back, right, like that. Add. Hit okay, crop. I'm gonna use this fancy brush I have down here that is labeled fur. It is giant, we're gonna make it much smaller. I do not have caps lock on. It's not getting any smaller. There it is. Here we go. Here it is. Oops. So we're going to add and take away with this. And it should give me a bit of a more rugged finish. I use this on hair to make hair look more jagged. So you see, if I go into it, look, it's just tree branches, right, guys? It's just tree branches. So instead of this dumb, fluffy stuff, I just go, bam, tree. I'm actually just going to reinvent this tree line completely because it doesn't matter. You can flip it around. You do some cool stuff like this. Flip it this way. Clip, 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 clip. Clip, clip. Clip, 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 clip. Look at that. See how nice that looks? Great. All right, so we want this to be like here or something. Let's duplicate this, delete the layer mask. I'm going to select the sky. Or pretty much the sky. And just kind of mask the sky out of this photo. So we'll put this right there or something. Oh, what's up, Lexi? Lexi needs a moderator. Alina needs a moderator. Noah, you look like you need a moderator. There. Mods. It's going to be a place where everyone's a mod, and then it doesn't matter. And it takes away the joy that Garrett gets from being a mod. I mean, then we're a happy family of designers. All right, we're going to give away this. We're going to give away this sticker. So if you live here in the United States, or if you live in the same city as me and you're going to win, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to deliver it, so I can just hand deliver it. We're going to do this little giveaway. But first I want to see if I can put this here. Like that. It's like Monty Python. We're Monty Pythoning this bish. And I hope it actually looks kind of cool. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. If you want to be entered to win this sticker, because there's 19 of you here, just hit a just type I love Obi Toppin in chat. I think that's fair. Just type I love Obi Toppin in chat, and then we'll run a random generator who's a what's it and see who wins. Oh god. This looks actually kind of cool. Like with the stadiums like this. Lexi, how do you get Skull Sparks to see your stuff the right state? I would just tag them incessantly on Twitter. It's honestly what I would do. Yeah, see, this looks cool. I like how that looks. Doesn't look terrible. Could look better. We're going to kill the yellows, though. I'm on this top one. This one here. Yeah. I was like, Henry's the only one who wants a sticker. And I don't want to send one to Henry only. This is really just going to tell me... this is really just going to show me who... is lurking and who's paying attention. So I'm gonna run the who's a what's it at 8:05. So you have until 8:05 to say I heart Obi Toppin in chat. Is there a better way of doing this? I think there is. Let's do selective color. Let's grab the yellows, which is what I want. Let's add all of the cyan and get rid of all of the yellow. Actually, I need to get rid of the magenta. Magenta is the opposite of green. The reason I know that is when I was in my color theory class in college, we were going over and I was trying to remember how to remember the opposites. So like, let me just pull up a color wheel while you guys say how much you guys love Obi Toppin in chat, because everybody loves Obi Toppin. Look at all you fun people. So like on a color wheel of additive color, I spelled additive wrong. So yeah, here's the additive color wheel right here. People in VCU, I don't want VCU. Oh God. Oh. So this right here. So green and magenta are opposites on the color wheel, and that's because the Hulk is green and he wears magenta pants. And then red and cyan are opposites because that's the 3D movie colors. And then yellow and blue are opposites because of the University of Michigan. Just like how winning and Michigan are opposites as well. So it's just convenient like that. It's easy to remember. Should I make these hills like not look trash like this, you know? Nah, we can fix it. We can fix it with some stuff from the sunset. So that's where the sunset hits. We can probably find another sunset, to be honest. Because I don't think this one's selling too much. Sunset. Probably just replace the sky. Yeah, let's totally do that, actually. Yeah, we're going to fake the crap out of this. Hold on. We're going to Photoshop do all of the work. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a background of a sky that looks like this, and it looks dumb. And then we're going to combine all of these. And as Alina is saying, we're just going to replace the sky. Okay. So we now have our background, which looks like this. What we're going to do, though, is we're going to convert this into... No, sorry. We're going to mask this and then convert this to a smart object and then go into it. And then it looks like this. And we're going to turn that into a smart object. We're going to see what this does. Okay, so we're going to go to Edit, Sky Replace. It's going to be like, oh, hey, you got a blue sky. You want to change that blue sky, right, guy? Yes, we do. And then it's going to automatically change the bottom down here to what we want. So it's a win-win scenario. Except I don't want a generic sky that they're going to use on there. So we're going to find one on here. I want something with like a big solid sun in it. But something that would make sense not over an ocean, you know? Even though these are all going to be oceans because it's really easy to take sunsets over an ocean. Can I type in -ocean, or is it only going to show me ocean now? Okay, so I thought. Sunset field. There's gonna be too much stuff in the foreground for these. Sunset Cliff. Yeah, I want this, except with all the people. Yeah, let me check Unsplash. Unsplash has good skies. I think I usually go there. Was I looking on Envato? Yeah, sunsets are much better on it on Splash. Good call, Henry. I'm trying to think of something that would like match this field. Like, what would this field look like with a sunset? Like, this isn't bad, but these are clearly tropical. These are clearly tropical clouds, so that would make no sense. This is where the fun happens. I kind of didn't hate this one. But what I want to do is I want to edit this real quick. Just really want to edit this. Oh, Voon Rent. Great. Great. Remove. Get out of here. Clown. Boost the yellows. The cyans, I'm going to turn greener. Like that. Okay, we'll save this out and see what this looks like. Could look terrible. You don't need to see this. I'm just saving it to my desktop. You know, fun things. Desktop. Sure. Why not? Great. Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. All right. We're going to go back. With all these smart objects open, I should quit out of edit. Replace sky. Ethan, you're asking, do you think it's worth getting a Mac for design? You're asking, you're honestly asking the wrong person, because I am 100% going to tell you to get a Mac because I used to work at a store that sold Macs. So, like, yes, you should get a Mac. It's what most people use. Not everybody uses a Mac, but most people do. And it just depends on what you're comfortable with. Chat, if you want to chime in, you know, you can let him know what your thoughts are. I mean, I use a Mac because it's what I know and what I'm comfortable with. I've been using them for a while. So it's something I'm extremely comfortable using. Yeah, like Henry's a Windows guy, Garrett's a Windows guy. Design with Dan is a Windows guy now. Just to name like a couple of people who you might know. Ethan is a big Mac guy. If I took a poll on Twitter, which I like to do, so I'm going to do that. Let me tweet. Are you a PC or a Mac designer? Question mark. PC, Mac. One day tweet. Good. Yeah, so like Alini's got a MacBook that's 7 years old. I know Mac's definitely gonna win this poll. I just want to see how many people actually use PC. Mike Baldwin uses a PC, I'm pretty sure. It just depends on the person. Let's see here. What is foreground color? I don't like how that looks on here. Oh, I know I don't like how it looks on there. It's because I need to fix these because they're like, if we look at this from a realistic standpoint, they're hilariously bright. So I just need to expose them down a little bit. Yeah, I mean, you can totally game on a Mac, but not really. For that, I would probably have a dedicated gaming PC, like you just said. Like, what was I trying to look and see if I can play on a Mac? I was trying to see something the other day, and it's just you can't play it on Mac. It's like some Steam game that just doesn't exist. And I was like, oh, cool, great. I can play Borderlands 2 on my Mac. I've done that plenty of times. So this looks kind of nice. So now we can go here. We can do a little bit of lighting, like we like to do. Color balance. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of red. Looks pretty good to me. It's actually doing it for both. Still looks good. Okay. Do some curves. Your biggest thing about Macs is they don't have enough RAM. The thing with them, I mean, you'd have to just buy it with more RAM. The issue is some of them you can't upgrade the RAM after the fact. Cole, how much RAM do you need? It's an honest question. Because, like, I have a lot of RAM. I think the amount of RAM I have is enough. The issue is you get what you pay for. That's really what it is, actually. If I'm being honest. So the lower end Macs that aren't necessarily for design might not have as much RAM. But for what you would want a more pro level computer. So you would need to upgrade with more RAM. Yeah, I have 32 gigs of RAM in my computer, and I wish I had 64 to be honest, but that's just because you can't have too much RAM, which is a correct thing. You can't have too much RAM, so I get what you're saying on that. You're running 8 gigs. You shouldn't get any. If you're going to get a computer, you should probably get more RAM. Yeah, if you have a good PC, then yeah, maybe not. But if you're running 8 on your gaming PC, probably not. I only have 32 on my previous, has 16. Let's do this real quick. Let's see what happens real quick. Like if I were to get a new computer, one, I probably wouldn't get a MacBook for me because I have an office area, so I'd get an iMac. But like, get a 14 or 16-inch MacBook Pro. What do these have in this? These are 14-inch MacBook Pros, 16-core neural engine. Yeah, 16 gigs of unified RAM, so you can't upgrade it, but let's say we select the smaller end model. Yeah, you would have to pay $400 more for more RAM, which Apple always overcharges for, which was great when you could do it yourself. So this would be like $2,400. This would be the cheapest MacBook Pro I would say you should get, would be this. But yeah, it's still really expensive. Yeah, Cinema 4D is its own thing, though. Like, Cinema 4D chugs along on my computer, and it's, like, ready for it. Okay. This is where I should get out my tablet. But I'm not going to. I'm just gonna hit this gently with some light and just do it the wrong way. Do it the way, well, I mean, this way's fine. It's just better with the tablet. I'm just afraid if I touch my tablet, it's gonna unhook something and the stream's gonna crash. It's honestly what I think would happen. So we're gonna not do that. All right, adjustments. Curves again. We're going to go down. And I've noticed that having a curves layer here, and I'm just going to add a little bit of blue to this. because it's going to contrast the background. I think it's just going to look real nice on here. What we're going to do is we're basically just going to do a flow of 100, 30% opacity is fine. Basically going to pull some shadows in here. And honestly, I was looking at some other designers' work from like shadows and stuff they do like this. Or if something's really dark, like should really make this like exposure of like -3 and make it like super dark like this. And like that doesn't actually look bad. That's just what it realistically would look like. And then I would accentuate all of this. You know, I would accentuate this for contrast. You know, maybe not right here actually. More of on the edge, you know. Add a new layer. Just kind of do one of these. Trying to think of how to screen. Honestly, what I need is I need a lens flare. Do I have any lens flares? Hello, library. Welcome up, lens flare. Lens. These are my assets. Lens flares. Oh, I didn't even put them on here. You guys see Ethan's name on here somewhere? Ethan, lens flares. Hey, look at that. Boom, lens flare. Screen. Because this is right here screaming for a lens flare. Because that's exactly where the sun is. Bam, lens flare. Nailed it. We just need to put a little bit of a levels adjustment on it and get rid of that fog. Lens flare. Okay. So what do we want to add to this? Because like this is completely different than what I thought it was going to be. So what do we, I mean, right here, screaming for text. So like, I'm trying to think of something we can put up there. And I kind of want to fix some of this stuff down here. I think really what I want to do is I want to add a vignette to this. So I'm just going to make a quick white layer, make it a mask, and vignette the crap out of it like that, and then just set it to multiply. But then I only want it to affect the bottom, so we're going to mask out the top. Basically, we just added that. I think that looks better. Now, this is really where I would go in and tweak a lot of the... Let's add another layer for highlights. I think that'll do really well. And this is where I would actually go in with my tablet and hit these edges a lot better in certain areas. And honestly, what I should do is like edit these so they fit a little bit better, which we might have a little bit of time to do. What do you guys think I should put in the top? Like a quote, maybe? Or something like that. You know, it's just kind of like Brady looking off into the sunset. I kind of want to make the sunset larger. I think I can do that by just going like this. Sky. I want to make these larger. And up and over like that. Okay, let me quit out of some of these smart objects. There. Nope, don't like how that looks. Okay, let's add in front of Brady, actually, because we can fake the funk with this. Let's grab another lens flare. I want like a big lens flare that would be like the sun, like this. And just kind of like go like that. And just hit like screen. That looks kind of weird, so let's blur it. Maybe I move it over like this so it's just peeking out. I think it still looks a little weird. So let's make it like 15, and then let's add a levels layer on top of it. Levels layer. Let's save. So, you know, Brady graphic. It'd be cool if we had fireworks. Ooh, not fireworks. Okay, let's go in here. Let's quickly search my entire computer. Come on. Boom. Bam. Well, this is so old. This is not what I want. Boom, Lombardi trophy. Probably taken from Tiffany's website, to be honest. Okay, control that. We'll go in here. What is this? Left side. Okay, we'll group these together. Add to that. Boom, Lombardi. So what did he do? I don't think he missed much. Just playing with the sun. So he won 1. He won 6. He won 6 with the Patriots and 1 with the Bucks. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just take those and we'll just kind of do that. Group those together. And then we'll mask it behind parts of the stadium that it should be behind. All right, I'm going to give you guys a code. Actually, no, I'm not going to give you a code. You guys are going to have to... Oh, I need to... Hold on. I need to do this. I need to see who wins. Duh. With a sticker. There's only like 5 of you. I think there's only like 5 of you. So that's fun. I should just send you guys all a sticker. Yeah, I'm just gonna send you the 5 of you that said Obi Toppin. I love Obi Toppin. Henry, Lexi, Alina, Noah, and Ray Williams. Just DM me on Twitter. DM me on Twitter and I'll give you guys a free sticker. No, I don't even want to do 20% chance of winning. I mean, I got 50, so I'll just give you guys one. Just DM me on Twitter your address, and then I'll just mail it to you. I'll go hand deliver Lexi's because we live in the same city. Maybe she can give me a tour of Right State Wrong School. Talk to AD Bob Grant and his niece. I used to work with his niece. Fun fact. So that's fun. But if you guys also, if you want a discount on my slabs that I'm coming out with, I will give you, yes, during the snowstorm, Lexi. If you want a discount, I will give you an 18% discount if you DM me on Instagram and say, I love Obi Toppin. Just DM me on Instagram. Just say, I love Obi Toppin. I'm going to know that you're here watching this now. And I'm going to stop doing it at 9 o'clock. So you have 40 minutes to DM me that, and I'll give you 18% off. I'm going to make up a code that I will send you once they're ready to go. So I'll just make a list right now. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so there's 6 Lombardi trophies there, and then there's one over here. I don't know how I'm going to put this one in here. Boom. In. I'm going to put it right there. We're sort of winding down, excuse me, on this. So I just want to thank you guys again for watching. I will get the previous Discord critique video up and the Obi Toppin design breakdown up soon. I've been swamped with work and it was my birthday yesterday, so I decided to take some time off and not do a lot. So we'll bury the lead on that. Oh, is this there's an arm here? All right, we'll put the arm in here. But I need to put some text or something at the top. I think I'm just going to put that quote Thanos says. Where he talks about, like, I can finally rest now. Thanos, rest, quote. Perfect. Save. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. There. It's saved. This is a funky graphic. It's not the best graphic, but it's fun. I want something real fancy. Garamond. Ugh. Get rid of all caps and stuff like that. Center the text, make it much smaller. Man, I really hate how this looks, to be honest. Just the text. This is like an inspirational poster. This is such a weird graphic. It's got like stereotypical quote text at the top. They put some quotes. They're not in the center, which is weird. I'll just put them over here. Nope. Okay, so what we're going to do. What quote is this? What do you mean, what quote is this? I do not know what quote this is. The perfect quote. Damn it, what font, what size is this? 118? 118. Don't worry, I'll put some attribution on here. No, this is just going to be funny. This is just like for the memes. Thanos. What Thanos says at the end of like Infinity War. I'm not even going to put Thanos. I just want them to think Tom Brady said this. Yeah, the quote goes hard if you know it's Thanos, but I wouldn't have known. I'm not even going to make it Thanos. I'm going to make the people who see it know that it's Thanos. This is like the most like boutique religious thing I've ever put anywhere. I finally rest and watch the sunrise on a grateful universe. The hardest choices require the strongest will. He had to make a hard choice. That would be funny if I made. It'd be funny if I made him purple. I'm not going to. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I should tweak with this, but this is where we're ending because it's 8:27. So, yeah, exactly, Ethan. Exactly. Like the top part you would hang up on a wall, and it would be across the wall that says "Live, Laugh, Love." All right, well, this is it. That does it for me today. Thank you guys for joining me. This was a fun one to make. Mainly the Brady ripping part. You know, I could probably repurpose that for something else. Something a little bit more not inspirational graphic in the background, but it was a fun one. If you guys want that discount, you have 30 minutes to DM me on Instagram at Bradley Jack Design. It's right there. I love Obi Toppin. If you say that, I will put you on a list, and then that list you will get messaged back a discount code for 18% off because that's how many people were in here. So you guys have a nice, lovely rest of your day. I'm going to go rest myself and watch the sunrise on this grateful universe. But I'll see you guys next week. We'll do something fun. I don't know. We'll see what happens in sports. Probably something Obi Toppin related, but I'll see